welcome to the long, hot summer of 2020. We're back again, a little bit less than 60 years later. It's that bad. It is that bad. Helen Hall, Tanya Blanding, Carl Smith, Julius Dorsey, Alfred Peachlum, Clifton Pryor, Carl Cooper, Aubrey Pollard, Fred Temple, Roy Banks, John Ashby. Those are all names of people who were killed during the Detroit riots in '67. Not all of them, obviously, but a couple I picked out of a list because I think they're standout examples of why this new situation of the National Guard being deployed locally for me in Philadelphia is not good. The National Guard being deployed for peacekeeping operations in the United States has had a track record of being not good. If we take the riots to '67 as an example, or we take the massacre that happened. Oh man, what was it called? Hold up, let me pull it up really quick. The Kent massacre, I think it was called. Let me just double check. Yeah, the Kent State shootings. We take the Kent State shootings, for example, where four protesters were killed. By four supposedly unarmed protesters were killed by National Guardsmen, and then you have all these people who were killed. I don't have their causes of death pulled up, but I mean, off the top of my head, I think Tanya Blanding was killed by a tank in her own home when they were, and the going story was they were responding to sniper fire. These three were killed by in the Algiers Motel. If you haven't seen the movie Detroit, I recommend watching it. But yeah, these three were killed in the Algiers Motel under some very questionable, suspicious circumstances. And the National Guard turned the other way during that. John Ashby, I think, was... You guys can't see the actual names I have pulled up. But John Ashby, I think, was... John Ashby was deaf and was shot by a National Guardsman when he was confused for a looter, I believe. But he was just trying to go to work, I think. Those are just a couple examples. There's a couple white people in here, too. Helen Hall, I believe, was staying at a hotel, and she peeked out the window, and I think they confused her for a sniper, and they shot her. Julius Dorsey, I believe, was trying to put out a fire caused by looters on his roof, and people in the National Guard or the police thought he was a sniper, and they killed him. This is bad for everybody. This is not just bad. There's a firefighter and a police officer in that list of names I read off too who also died. But this is bad for everybody. This is bad for everyone. I don't think the National Guard being deployed is going to lead to anything good. I think it's going to lead to more and more destruction. I mean, Antifa is winning this with the National Guard being deployed like this. This is why the war in the Middle East is so hard. This is why a war where it's the scale, it's not boots on the ground. It's not. We don't live in that time where we do volley lines and we shoot back and forth with each other, and the enemy wears different color outfits than us. The enemy wears the same clothes that we do these days, and it makes it hard to distinguish who the enemy actually is a lot of the time. Which is why I think this is a bad move. I understand that there are certain rules in place that have to be taken into account, and this is a situation where the National Guard would be the correct people to call. But I just think that it's very telling, and I think it's going to lead to some serious problems in the future. And it's going to look a lot like 1967 did. How can you tell a group of people who look the same, who are all trying to kill you, apart from the crowd? You can't, especially when the people that belong to this terrorist organization, Antifa, aren't officially. They're not. These people are not. This is the enticing part of joining a terrorist organization for a lot of people. You don't have to go somewhere and join and go through like a camp or like anything like that. No, you're encouraged to do things individually. So you could just say that you're with Antifa just by going online and reading some of their doctrine and then going out and LARPing and just destroying shit and dressing up in all black and printing out a flag or whatever. You can say you're part of Antifa without actually ever meeting anyone from Antifa. Which is, again, makes it hard to distinguish who the enemy actually is, which is why I do not think that this is a good thing, the National Guard being deployed. The police were already bad enough. Hi, kitty. Where are you going? What are you doing? Stop. Come here. Stop. What are you doing? Go. I'm a fucking cat running on shit. I don't think this is a good idea. You know, it's obviously it's like banning anything. It's like banning alcohol, right? Like it's obviously like people are still gonna do it anyway. You can't make it more illegal. Like it's already illegal to destroy shit. People know it's illegal to destroy shit, to loot shit. It's a moot point to enforce it harder because the people that are actually destroying stuff want this. They want a war. You're just encouraging it. You're encouraging a war to happen, and you can't make it more illegal. You can't make it more illegal. So this is especially, you know, when it's a terrorist organization operating within the United States. It's just the only people that are getting hurt here are the people who are actually peacefully protesting, because Antifa is essentially using innocent civilians as a shield, a cover for them to do whatever they need to do. And now that the National Guard is being deployed, you know, like in Philadelphia and Minneapolis, it just makes it harder for peaceful protests to stay peaceful, in my opinion. Especially when it just takes one person during the protest with intentions to cause harm, to like attack the police or instigate like a violent response from the police, and then a whole bunch of people who weren't actually trying to do anything violent are going to get caught in the crossfire, which is very, very unfortunate. Antifa is very insidious, and they want to harm you to get their point across. They want to use you to get their point across. So that's my introduction to this. And just some updated news real quick. This is oopsie, I forgot. I accidentally moved my email off. If you have any questions, or you want to talk to me, or talk to me live, or debate me, or anything like that, you can email me at nas.peopleagainsttyranny ask me any questions if you want to debate me, or you have you have a different opinion than I do, and you want people to know, you know, you're more than welcome to email me. Or if there's something I'm missing and not seeing, or if I'm wrong about something, please feel free to email me, nas.peopleagainsttyranny@gmail.com. So what I have pulled up here is I just have kind of a list. I didn't really go through it because I just kind of found it as soon as I got up. I'm making this update as soon as I woke up, essentially. But apparently there's been the DC has been blacked out. Okay, so apparently this is police killing 5 black people. I'm not sure what on here is true. I just want to preface all of the information that's popping up on the screen right now with, I don't know what's true. These are obviously coming from conflicting sources. These are coming from people who are biased. This isn't unbiased reporting. So I don't know what on here is proven or not. I want that to be I want that to be, you know, a lot of these are BLM, obviously biased. But like I said, I don't know what's going on. Apparently there's blood in the streets. People are just vanishing. Yeah, this credit goes to all these people, by the way, on that I've tagged, if you want to go see their shit. Wow. Yeah, I don't really know what to make of this. I haven't dug through this yet, but just an update, so that way everyone knows what's going on. I'm gonna go try and save some of this on the Wayback Machine and try and get try and piece together what's going on. And there'll probably be an update later if I find anything out. But also to the people saying don't record your protests and blur the faces out of the people protesting, do not do that. Do not do that. If you are out protesting, you're putting yourself on the line, and that needs to be said. You know, if you're blurring your faces, you're helping Antifa win, even if that means that you have to put yourself in a bit more danger. I really don't think it's a good idea to start blurring people's faces out, because it just makes it easier for Antifa to win. We need to be recording the people who are starting these violent things. You know, black people are fucking scared. I'm fucking scared, you know, honestly, because it looks like it's us. But people know now. I feel like a little bit. People are starting to realize that it's not just black people. There's a lot more going on than meets the eye. So yeah, stay safe. Protect your information online. You know, if you're out protesting, again, be safe. Bring milk. Record those people who are starting these violent things, because at the end of the day, we need evidence to prove that these protests are peaceful. Well, they started as peaceful, and the people that are really out there peacefully protesting are not the ones that are starting this fucking burning down Washington D.C. I saw this last night. Apparently this is real. So, yeah, stay safe.